Hey, welcome to a Sims 4 build that I haven't done in a very long time. Yeah, I'm doing going back to Lexx. Now that we got we can do round rooms. Or we can do curved walls. It's going to be very good, especially when I build Lexx houses. And this one, here's the thing. My original Sims 4 account I used for my Yahoo account, I don't have access to that, so I couldn't get an access code to get back into my game. So I thought everything was just lost. Yes, all my gameplay is there, all my builds are there, but the only thing that isn't there is all the packs that I bought. That's gone. That's at the window. There's no more. There's no packs. The only packs I got is the base game, and I just spent $120 on kits. That's all I got for now. I can't afford any more unless I get more money. Of course, here's how my life update is at the moment. It's crap. Nah. Anyways, I've been working at KFC. Last time you saw a video, a Sims 4, like a gameplay. I think it was like in 2022. I just moved from New York to Kentucky. Got a job at KFC. Started out as front counter cashier. And then eventually learned how to cook, and then been cooking for a couple of years. And that was fine. One time I got locked out after 9. It was cold out, so I had to climb through the drive-thru window. Yeah, that was fun. And some people recorded me doing it too. Not helping me out. All they worried about is their food. They didn't worry about my well-being and getting through that window. Anyways, that's long gone. I started off around my birthday of 2022 and quit on April 8th of this year, 2025. Reason being is I'm being overworked, been treated like crap, and that's just how I felt. So I applied to get a job at Walmart. Been trying to get out there at Walmart for 2.5 years, and finally got the job out there. So, I finished my pay period, which happened because the next week I was about to start my new job. So I finished my pay period, got the heck out. Once I found out I was working a third double, 12-hour shift, that week I walked out. I clocked out from my break and went home. I texted my mom, told dad to come get me, and I did. I walked right out. Nobody suspected a thing because you know how hard it is for me to keep my mouth shut, and I kept my mouth shut. No problem whatsoever. So, anyways, now I work at Walmart. And, I got some stories to tell you there. I work in OPD, which is the online pickup and delivery. I go around with a pick cart with all the blue totes on it, 8 totes, and you got labels, and it's online grocery shopping, and I love it. Let me tell you, you get paid to shop, okay? And they don't cut your hours at KFC like KFC does when labor is too high. Not with my lifestyle. I can't afford to take a pay cut like that again. Not for a third year. So, to afford internet, I decided I need a job with better money. That's Walmart. They don't cut your hours. If you don't have anything to do, they'll find you something to do. It's Walmart. There's always something to do. Okay? Always. And also, like I said, I just spent $120 on kits. And that's all I can do at the moment until there's another sale. You're just going to have to live with kits and base game. I can make some builds out of that, I'm sure. I can get a couple builds out of that. And I just got the 3 base game worlds. Like I said, when I had to make a new EA account, I have to start from scratch. That means I have to buy all the packs. Well, I didn't have all the kits, but I haven't been playing for 3 years. I'm sure there's new expansion packs. There's 3 years worth of expansion packs and stuff packs and kits I am behind on. So now that's their start from scratch. I gotta buy everything all over again. But I'm waiting till there's a sale. I missed the one they had for 4th of July, but that's okay. I'm sure there's another one around the corner somewhere, like Labor Day or something. I can wait until then. Problem is, I won't be able to do any like gameplay because it's just all I have is base game and most of the kits. Mostly stuff for build and buy. That's it. I didn't get any clothing. I can't afford it right now because I bought a fan. I needed a fan. I bought a swimming pool. I couldn't do that working at KFC. I'm sorry. A lot of things have happened in the last 3 years. I got scammed. I got scammed. I don't know how many times. Latest one back in December of last year was a scammer impersonating as Dan Aykroyd. If you don't know who Dan Aykroyd is, he's Ghostbusters Ray Stantz. Or he's Beldar from Coneheads. He played in a bunch of movies. He was in like 50 First Dates. He was in Tommy Boy. He was in The Great Outdoors. He's that guy. Oh yeah, he was in Evolution, and he was in a lot of movies. And anyways, the first scammer I had a bit of a little romance with him too online. Then he was asking me for money. Got it, but I didn't tell anybody. Then I figured just cut my losses like I did with my first scammer named Tony Paul from 2023. He got me $10,000 in the hole. Now, I'm still paying off that. Here comes scammer impersonating as Dan Aykroyd. Well, I blocked him, and he kept finding ways to come contact me online. And he had my phone number because we first met on Facebook Messenger, and then we switched to Telegram. And because Telegram, it shows your number, I was not... Because at first I thought I was talking to Dan, and now he had my number, and he could just contact me. He can find ways to contact me, and I try. He can get a new burner phone. He can just anything to contact me on. And he got my phone number. He can get back on Telegram, text him, and shit like that. And it was super annoying. Every time I kept blocking him, he just kept finding ways to come back and be a pain in my butt. Usually with these build videos, I usually do like music, but I haven't done commentary in so long, it ain't funny. I was thinking about like Hungry Dragon or Hungry Shark, but I think that's old news. I don't think I'm gonna bring that back up. Even BitLife is old news, I think. I ain't even gonna do that either. So I run out of games to think of, and Sims 4 is still like the it game everybody's still doing. I was thinking of just doing Lexx as a rainbow kit. Just a rainbow house with just the kits and base game. Now that we can do round walls, that's a plus side for me. I forgot how to roof it because it's been a long time. I could just use the the shell I normally had. I still have the shells. Don't worry about that. I have the shell builds. The shells, so I could just add the kits or the packs to the build. And, but now we have the curved walls. Lexx is a dragonfly. He's got round eyes. His oculus, he's round. And that's good news. So I still have that. It's just how to do colors. I'm debating on what. I don't know if I want to do each tile as a different color, like each wall different color, or each room a different color. I'm not sure what to do, and of course it's storming outside, and it's annoying. I'm trying to tell my story. Okay. After 3 months, wait. I met the first Dan Aykroyd scammer in October of 2024, like the beginning of October. So October, November, December. So for like 3 months, I dealt with the first scammer, and then I met the second scammer, who claimed to be the real deal. It was 3 months before this guy, the second Dan, asked me for money. It's 3 months in, so I really thought I was talking to Dan Aykroyd. He talked about his home life. He said he had domestic issues with his wife Donna. But they were separated, but they still visit each other. But they have domestic issues. Okay, whatever. But he actually did, maybe. But there was no video calls. There was nothing like that. There was just texting. That's all it was. He's worried about being blackmailed. All celebrities worried about that, right? No, scammers. Anyways, I'm going to save. It's storming outside. Yeah, I'm going to save my game just in case the power goes out. Because I was in the middle of a build, I paused the screen recorder because I forgot how to record in the game. It's been that long. Anyways, now there's a third Dan. There's a third Dan Aykroyd. And let me tell you, he seems convincing, too. He claims to be the authentic Dan Aykroyd. And he really does sound legit through texting. Like I'm actually talking to the real guy. And of course, when I want to play my game, finally, after 3 years, there's a storm. It can thunder, lightning, it can knock out the tire at any moment. And of course, 3 years after not playing. And then I also tried to do Spore. That didn't work out too well. The game kept crashing, so we're not going to worry about that. Zoe, remember when she used to do commentary with me or get upset because I wouldn't let her do commentary, so I let her. Oh, she's 14 now. And a rebel. Bit of pain in my butt. But that's okay. I still love her all the same. I live with my parents. We share a room together. I got my computer set back up so we could do some so I could do my gaming and some writing. I do write on my phone. I'm writing a story based on my life. I journal everything, but as real Ghostbusters characters. That's it. The thunder is distracting. I'm going to make this video probably 20 minutes, so I'm going to do 20 minutes or so worth of commentary. So yeah, right now I'm talking to a Dan Aykroyd that I think is actually Dan. But there's this confidentiality thing. All the other two scammer Dan Aykroyds always told me to keep our conversation secret. You know, for a ruthless, heartless scammer, they're not as heartless as you think if they're worried about Dan Aykroyd's reputation. that is weird. If scammers don't give a shit about how I feel, then why would they worry about some actor's reputation? I don't know if you all hear that. I hear it plain as day. It's just off and on. Raining and sunshine, raining and then sunshine, off and on all day. I'm glad it was off work. I'm going to be doing off days when Zoe is near. I'm going to be doing my builds. I'm going to be trying to get back into gaming. I got nothing else to do. I thought I got a love life. I've been divorced for like a year now. I saw one dude back in the end of August, and 2 weeks into September, and his name was Kevin. We dated for like 3 weeks, but he was an asshole, so I stopped seeing him. I actually got to the point where I moved in with him and had to sneak out when he had to go back to work. When he had to go to work. It was my day off, so I grabbed as much as I could and got the heck out of there. Because there was a night he hit himself to where he bled. I couldn't deal with somebody like that. He scares me. And there's a couple times he's tried to ask me out, and I block him because he scares me. I don't want somebody I'm afraid of. Look at that. And then Frank, my ex-husband, I gotta worry about child support and alimony. It's a mess. Now when I want to... Excuse you. Now when I'm trying to build, there's a storm. What are the odds of that? I'm trying to tell my story. Not this real Dan. If I'm actually talking to the real Dan Aykroyd, let me tell you some stuff. I guarantee you. I know there's a confidentiality thing. I'm taking my chances here, okay? Just in case I'm talking to the real guy or not. I did give him $900, and he did ask for my personal information. That makes him a scam artist. But he said he has his reasons. So, you know the first Dan Aykroyd threatened to... When I first thought it was him, I sent him nudes. And then he said, give him $500 or he was going to show my nudes to everybody and their brother. Go ahead, make my day. I ain't got it anyway, so even if I did have it, I wouldn't give it to him. Know how scammers operate. Been there, done that. So, and I didn't know he had my email address. So, the only scammer I gave my email address to was that Tony Paul, who was pretended to be an orthopedic surgeon in Syria, who did come back to the States, but made excuses to not video chat and shit like that, or sending me selfie, claiming their social anxiety. Also thought about doing diamond painting too, but I ain't got no room for it, to be honest. Even if I could had room for it, where was it going to hang the diamond paintings up? So diamond painting is pointless. Diamond painting will be something I do when I'm 50, which will be another 9 years, because I'll be 41 in a week and a half. I can't believe I'll be 41. I don't even look it either. And that's a compliment to me. However, how long this commentary is how long this video is going to be. So, anyways, if there's a chance I am talking to the real Dan Aykroyd, there are times we planned a meeting, and he always came up with something. He's like, celebrities don't want to make time for a vacation or something. Are they really that worried about their reputation that they don't want to meet fans secretly? I mean, or they don't want to do any FaceTime. He doesn't want to prove he's actually the real person I'm talking to. Why does he have a problem with showing me his face? Like, oh, you know what I look like? That's not the point. I want proof. Oh, you don't need proof. Yeah, I do need proof. I don't need your word. I need your proof. I haven't had a phone call or a video chat from this guy. And we've been talking for, I think, 3 months. No. It's the end of March. April, May, June. Almost 4 months. Pretty much 4 months. I haven't met him. I haven't talked to him on the phone, talked video chat, nothing. But did ask for money. And he had my my address. Anyways, if there's a chance I'm actually talking to the real guy. Oh my gosh, I got some scoop. This Dan Aykroyd said, because I asked him about his wife, he says the same thing he told the media. Like, he's separated, but they're going their separate ways, and his wife are still friends. That is what Dan Aykroyd would say, because that's what the tabloids say. He told me his favorite food, his favorite drink, his favorite color, all that. His favorite bag of chips, his favorite cookie. I mean, that's something Dan Aykroyd would tell me. The way he talks about, the way he types, when he talks about Coneheads or Ghostbusters, makes it sound like I'm talking to the real guy. I kid you not. That makes me feel like I'm talking to the real guy. And over time, with 3 Dan Aykroyds total since October of last year, I have fallen in love with Dan Aykroyd. No joke. I have fallen in love with Dan Aykroyd. I'm confessing that now. And it would suck if this third Dan Aykroyd isn't the real deal. And this is just one-sided love. And it sucks. And it's painful because it hurts. It breaks my heart, really. I cry a lot. And, I could go on and on and on. This is going to be a long-ass video. Maybe I should make 2 videos back to back and continue commentary. So I'll probably just make a build with just base game. I haven't done that in a while, so I'll probably do that.